Hopefully. Here we go. G'day fellas, my name's Jamin. Welcome to our Rad Dads and Lads event. Tonight it's all about just showing other fellas that there's another way, a better way to live life with a healthier outlook, and just to seek a bit more adventure in our life. A lot of us go out and do our day-to-day grind, and some of us are doing like 8, 10, 12, 14 hours a day, just burnt out and absolutely buggered, and sometimes don't have enough time to enjoy more magic moments in our lives. And that can create a lot of stress for a lot of us. And you know, I talk to a lot of different fellas around the place, especially I'm a boat builder by trade, and a lot of other tradies. And although most of us probably think we eat pretty good, most of us probably aren't doing the exactly ideal healthy lifestyle that we'd probably prefer to be, because, you know, things happen along the way, and we just go out and eat what we can when we can. And we're out there flat out doing the daily grind, and we're the bread makers. You know, we're out there trying to look out for our loved ones and partners, and that's what we've got to do. And sometimes that can cause a lot of stresses in our life, and whether it's emotional, physical, mental, all kinds of different stresses, it can lead to all kinds of different ailments and illnesses in the world. And I see a lot of things going on, more and more so. I find out nearly every week I hear of somebody that's got cancer or diabetes or high blood pressure or some kind of skin illness or something going on. And I think to myself, why? What's this all about? And so tonight we're going to showcase an amazing product and a program that can help alleviate some of the stresses that are going on, and help people show a better way of how we can do life and do businesses. There's a huge epidemic going around nowadays with more and more businesses going online. And so it's maybe you already love what you do, but you just want to do something a little bit different, and, you know, have more time with your loved ones, and maybe create a little bit of an extra income. So I'm going to hand it over to my good mate Dion. He's going to give us a little bit more of a rundown on what tonight's all about, with an incredible product and a program that can help alleviate some of the stresses I was talking about. So I'm just going to click back to the gallery view and find you, Dion. There you are, man. You are unmuted and you're away, mate. Let us know what's happening.
Cool. Cheers, Jamin. Hey everyone, I'm Dion. I'm a wellness coach with our tribal wellness movement here on the Gold Coast and everywhere around the world where it exists. And as Jamin said, you know, we all want to live a long, healthy, happy life so we can do all the cool things that we want to do. And but the thing is, you know, as guys, we don't look after ourselves as we should. You know, it's not just diet and everything, but it's stress as well. But, you know, nutrition plays a massive role in how we function. And we all know what we should be doing, but there's always a gap between what we should be doing and what we are doing. And even when we try to eat well, the food we eat these days, it's old, it's stored, it's genetically modified, it's, you know, sprayed with so much crap. The apple you eat from Woolies has been in a freezer for 6 months, it's coated in wax. You know, it's literally void of any nutritional value. And that goes for most of what we eat these days. It's literally dead food. And because of this, we're now told by leading health organisations that we need 9 to 12 servings a day of fruit and veg just to maintain optimal nutrition and keep away disease and illness. And I know a bit about that. I had a few years of just gradual illness, up and down illness, and that all culminated in chronic fatigue syndrome. And that affected me for a few years. In the worst of it, I spent a year literally in bed, and on a good day I was crawling from my bed to the toilet and back. And just the most agonizing symptoms you could imagine. I couldn't read or write anymore. I couldn't lift my arms to wash my own hair. I forgot my girls' names some days. So it was pretty freaked out. And it was a long journey back from that, and nutrition and all of the knowledge I gained in learning about nutritional medicine actually played a massive role in me healing myself from that. And so from that point, I kind of jumped on this health and wellness quest, I guess. And, I wrote a book. I wanted to save the world. I wanted to help all these people, but, it's up to the individual, and the best we can do is share this message. And I'm so passionate about it as well, because I actually lost my best friend last year. He had 2 types of lymphoma and bowel cancer, and he was also 42, also had 2 teenage girls, and he would just give me so much crap about how I lived with my smoothies and my raw treats that I'd make, and I'd give him crap about his servo sausage rolls and pies and everything that he lived on. And that's just how he lived. Like, he was hard drinking, he ate rubbish constantly, and like with what I did to myself with CFS, with not looking after myself and stress and everything, and with his illness, both are entirely preventable. And there's so much that's simply preventable if we just flood our body with the right things. So that's why we're all here. It's this amazing flagship product that goes with our tribal wellness program. And so this is what it looks like. It's just 3 little bottles of goodness there. And quite simply, it's 30 serves of fruit, veggies and berries in a vegan capsule. And what it is the fruit, veg and berries are grown in 10 meters of nutrient-rich volcanic topsoil from all these amazing places that the company has sourced around the world. And it's literally picked at the peak of ripeness. It's turned into like a juice. The water is gently taken out, and what's left is encapsulated within 6 hours of harvest into this capsule. And it, in doing so, maintains all of the live enzymes, and it's literally in your bloodstream within 3 to 5 minutes, because it's not something that has to be digested. It's like live organic whole foods, and our bodies just take it and heal on a cellular level. You're getting, your body is getting what it needs with this stuff. And it's just amazing. We need to move away from the convenience life that we have of pies and chips and things like that. And when you flood your body with this sort of stuff, you actually crave better stuff. And that's what I love about it. And I briefly mentioned my recovery from CFS with nutrition. And despite that, I was still taking 27 synthetic vitamin supplements all throughout the day, every single day, to maintain my energy levels. And 6 months ago, I was introduced to Juice Plus, and within 3 months, I was able to cut out all of those other synthetics. And now literally just take this, and I feel incredible. I've got so much energy. I'm working. I have our online business as well. And yeah, I feel amazing. What's so awesome about the company too is we give our products free to children, and it's the world's largest child health study. And it's having so many benefits for kids. It's just incredible, like with skin conditions and learning disabilities, and the list goes on and on and on. They're just, all of these findings are just incredible. And so literally it's the fruit and veggie capsules, and they're turned into this tube. A bit of tapioca starch is added for the kids, and these are free for kids for 4 years. And like, what company in the world gives its product away free to over 1 million kids worldwide? So we're the company with a heart, and we're on a mission. We're on a mission to change lives and change the world. So that's the your micronutrients covered with your product and in our diet. We've also got these awesome vegan protein shakes, and they come in chocolate and vanilla. And there's literally no fillers like the other capsules. It's just all goodness. There's like organic millet, organic amaranth, organic quinoa, spirulina, portobello mushroom, all this amazing stuff that you don't actually eat in your diet. But thankfully it doesn't taste like any of that stuff. It just tastes like chocolate and vanilla. and these just vanish in my house because my daughters, they just devour them. So, you know, every single day they walk out the door, they've got 17 serves of fruit and veg in them, and plus a chocolate shake for brekkie if that's what they want as well. And they're just, you know, they're thriving now. They're craving more whole foods. They've stopped craving sugar. And that's what's amazing about this. You flood your body with what it should have, and it craves more of what it should have. So yeah, it's an amazing product, and an amazing program that goes with it. What I love is bringing the stories to life. And so we'll hear from, I'm not sure who we're going to now, but someone's going to share their amazing story. Is it Trent?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, cool. We'll go to Trent. Trent's got an amazing story for everyone. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Dion. Yeah, it's incredible what happens when you give your body the right ingredients and nutrition. Like, you know, the body has an innate way of healing itself. And so I think to myself, I thought I was already healthy, and I never realized there was another level to feeling good and healthy and feeling a lot more energy in my day. So Trent's got an amazing story as well. Mate, you're unmuted. Love to hear what's going on for you and how you came across the Juice Plus and how it's helped you.
Yes, hey lads. Yeah, my sort of journey started, it's about 3 years, or just under 3 years ago now. Prior to that, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was about 5 years old. So back then I had no idea what it was. I just knew that I was in and out of hospital, missing school, not being able to hang out with mates and those sorts of things. And later on in life, after all that sort of those years had passed and been in and out of hospital, like I said, got to sort of teenage years and things like that. I was a swimmer at a pretty high level, a national level. So I was training about 14 times a week in the pool, gym, and other sort of sessions. So I was fueling my body with like proteins, carbs, whatever sort of I could get in my body, because it was just burning straight away. And sort of ended up being a little bit like Dion's mate. I was just whatever food I could get, the pies, sausage rolls, mate, you name it, I just threw it in my body, because on the outside I looked good, and but on the inside it was pretty detrimental to what was going on inside my body with my Crohn's. I just thought it was normal to be going to the toilet, I don't know, half a dozen times a day, especially after you ate. You just go out for dinner, and sort of the first sort of thing you're looking for is where the toilet's at, because you know as soon as you finish eating, you're going to have to do the Harry Highbolt straight to the toilet and make up some silly reason or something like that. So, yeah, kind of put it in the back of my mind and tried to get on with life. And then it came to about 2.5 years, just before we started, 2 weeks before our wedding, ended up being laid up in hospital. And at first I thought it was appendicitis, because I was curled over, couldn't walk, couldn't stand up straight. And so I got to the hospital, and lucky for the nurse actually seen on my chart that I had Crohn's. So she's like, mate, I'm just going to throw you through the machine, and just so we can discount that it's not your Crohn's, and we can throw you under the knife and do what we got to do. And I was like, quick, no worries. Ended up being a flare-up with my Crohn's. After all those years of abusing it, I look back at now and see that. It really hit home. I was like, shit, I'm getting married. I'm in hospital, and I don't know when the next time I'm going to be in hospital again. So they dosed me back up on medication, steroids, and all that kind of rubbish to get to the day. And then obviously jump on the plane and go and try and enjoy a honeymoon together, pain-free and without any issues. But yeah, all those meds and crap were just suppressing what was going on in my body. And yeah, so got back. I grew up with a mate of mine, Ant, who introduced it to us. So he got to see what I was like as a young fella in and out of hospital all the time, and seeing what half of what I had to deal with. A lot of stuff went on behind closed doors, and especially for my mum, She was a massive support. She, as parents do, they do anything and everything for you. So I was adding things, taking stuff out of my diet, herbal remedies. The list goes on. You name it, we tried it. And yeah, so he got to see all that. And then we kind of connected again, and he just showed us, and I was like, oh, it's another one of those things. I've tried everything, mate. I'm just happy living my life. But at the same time, I was thinking, shit, something's got to give, because I'd get married, and then sometime down the line, I'm going to have to start a family, and who knows what's going to happen then. So walking along the beach, and my wife goes, oh, yeah, mate, like he talks the talk. He's pretty, like, backs what he says. So okay, I'll give it a crack. That way I can really dismiss it and get on with life. And yeah, to this day, 2.5 years, nearly 3 years on, I take it every day. I take the capsules. I'm part of the program. I sort of live and breathe it. And it's just a way of life now. It's not a hassle to do. I'm more aware of my body, and just the quality of life straight away within probably the first sort of month. Started knowing, like, feeling this energy that I'd never felt before. Even when I was training 14 times a week, I thought I was fit, healthy, and everything at that stage, and really I wasn't. But that's hindsight. I don't, not holding anything like that, but to feel that energy just get each day, each week, each month, each year now, has just gotten better and better. My mind clarity just went. I was, like Dan was saying, my body started craving, like I said, more of the good stuff. Like I was saying, part of the prayer just becomes a lot more easy to. It's part of life. It's not a struggle to eat good. Obviously, there's a bit of balance. We have a little bit of bad with a lot of good now. So yeah, like I said, 3 years on, and I'll be taking it for the rest of my life. That's my daily health insurance. So yeah, cheers, Jimbo.
Awesome, mate. That's I love hearing your story. It just blows me out to think that, you know, you weren't getting much nutrition in your body, and then all of a sudden something's come along and just been able to really help you, because it's bioavailable. It goes straight into your bloodstream. It's not like a vitamin supplement or you know, something that's fractured or made in a lab. It is just whole food, and your body recognizes it. So it's absorbed straight in there, which is incredible to be able to help you and heal you and give you more quality of life, mate. That blows me out. So we're going to change gears a little bit more about how we can get this out to people and show that other people a better way to actually live a healthier life and do life and get behind the mechanics about this incredible opportunity. So I'm going to hand it over to my good mate Gareth. He's going to share a little bit about the business opportunity and how it works. So, mate, you are unmuted and pinned. Let us know what's happening for you, how you came about.
Hey guys, good evening everyone. Just wanted to first say thanks, Trent, for sharing, mate. It's stories like that and all the other stories that I've heard surrounding this awesome product. It just gives me such conviction that we're part of something pretty awesome. And also just to see all the guys on the call tonight. It's fantastic to see so many guys really realizing or having the vision to look outside of the box. Society sort of conditioned us in a way that we need to sort of finish school, get an education, find a good job, and sort of stick it out. Whether it fits within your life purpose or not, just sort of stick it out because that's what we get told we've got to do. So I wasn't one of those guys that came out of school knowing what I wanted to do. I finished school, didn't want to go to university and waste money studying something that I didn't really know was what I wanted to do. I ended up spending 10 or 12 years working in the super yacht industry. It was cool because it gave me a chance to travel in my 20s, and I saw some awesome places. I sort of got over just after, I suppose, I turned about just after 30, and the realization that life, the last 10 years had just gone by so fast and I hadn't really taken part in it. I sort of realized that I was living life at somebody else's drumbeat, per se, somebody else's schedule. I think probably a lot of people on the call tonight can sort of resonate to that working in a company or business for somebody else's dreams and growing their dreams is probably not really aligned with what we're supposed to be doing as human beings on this planet. So I left, decided to start a life here on land. What I did find is that the skill set and the experience that I'd had traveling the world didn't really transition too well into life on land. Although I had all this experience, nothing really had a piece of paper that I could tell people, hey, this is actually what I can do. You know, everybody wanted a piece of paper or qualification. So one of my passions, I love motorcycles. So I decided I was hell-bent on wanting to get involved in the motorcycle industry when I left the boats. So I went and got a job in Team Moto. I don't know if many of you know about it. It's a big motorcycle company here in Australia, probably the biggest. And yeah, what I found was that as a salesman over there, that at the top, there was, you know, we had the dealer principals and the sales managers and all the rest, but I found myself starting way down here. And the reality was that if I ever wanted to get somewhere up here, that I could actually start earning some money, that I could start creating some of my dreams and the things I was hoping to create with my life, I was looking down the barrel of a good few years. And to climb the ladder, to get to the top, I'd probably have to step over a lot of my friends on the way up, and the likelihood is that I probably wouldn't get there. So I was introduced to the opportunity with the business and stuff, and instantly it intrigued me, because here I looked at it and I saw an opportunity that it didn't matter if I had a university degree, if I was a lawyer, if I was a doctor, if I was a garbage man, or if I was an ex-yachty with not much tangible qualification. Everybody started off with equal opportunity. You know, everybody was given the exact same starting point, no matter who you are, where you came from, and everybody had the opportunity to get to the top, effectively, really. Hold on. I'm going to use a bit of spray, because it ain't going to come off very easy. Effectively, it turned that business model onto its head. So, what are we looking at? Effectively, I started here, and as you went up through the company to what is known as National Marketing Director, you have all these different levels going up through the company, but there are unlimited National Marketing Directors. There's unlimited qualifying National Marketing Directors, you know? There's no one position at the top that everybody's trying to fight and compete with. It didn't matter. What's beautiful about this as well is to get to the top, there's no way you can get to the top without helping the person below you and without them helping you. So everybody links arms and everybody helps each other to achieve what they're hoping to out of this business. You know, and this misconception that you're getting yourself into a business where you need to know a lot of people to be successful is bullshit. And I'm glad this is a lads call, because I can use words like bullshit, not offend too many people. But yeah, I mean, the misconception that you need to know a lot of people, or you need to be one of those salespeople type. I tell you what, I went into selling motorcycles and I quickly learned I ain't no salesperson. It doesn't resonate with me. I'm glad I've done it because I know that now. But this business, you don't have to be a salesperson. You quickly, I mean, if you think now, you probably know at least 2 to 5 people that could do a health upgrade. And let's be honest, you definitely know 2 to 5 people that want to make a bit more extra money. And that's exactly it. It's the beauty of compound interest. If you had to go and teach 2 people, you had to show 2 people how to do this business and show them to go and show 2 people, it would be 4 people already in your business, already in your network, you know? And you can see with compound interest, 4 people show 4 people, you got 8, 8 show 4, 8 show 2, you got 16, 32, and you can quickly see how these numbers go up. Instead of showing 2 people, let's say you do know 5 people. 5 people, show 5 people, you got 25 people. 25, show 5 people, 125, 625, and you can quickly see how the numbers go up. Guys, that's what I love about what we do. You get to work with the people that you want to work with. You get to do this with friends. and guys that resonate with you. You know, it really is something I'm excited for, and I know that the business for where I see it's going to take my life, and for what I really do believe it's going to create for not only me but my family is amazing. So I'm excited. Glad to see so many guys getting involved, as I've already said, and yeah, I'll pass it back to you, Jamin.
Thanks, mate. That's awesome. I love it. It's so simple. I mean, like you alluded to, you know, it's just basically a simple sharing the business, showing other people, and reaching out. And I'm going to chat a little bit more in depth about that. Like, most of us are out there trading time for money, working on other people's dreams. Like Gareth said, doing the 40 hours plus a week for 40 years plus. It's not really what we signed up to do in our life. We've taught from a young age that's what you've got to do, but no one taught us to go and have a life. So, you know, this is what this is all about, and creating a bit more abundance in our life. And I'm going to talk more about the abundance side of things, about how we actually get paid in this business. I'm pretty sure everyone's cracking to know how it all works. And so basically, we get paid 3 different ways. How many of you get paid 3 different ways in your normal day-to-day job? No one's really putting their hand up. Okay, so with us, we get paid a retail value for just connecting the customer with the company. The company then ships the product directly to the customer. So we don't have to go and stock a whole garage full of the stuff, you know, and wait and hope and pray that it's going to get sold. We just simply share and love on people and show them what it's about. And, you know, if they're keen to do a healthy upgrade, well, great. And that way, you know, you get paid upon that. We also get paid commissions. And like Gareth was saying, we've got different levels in the company. And so, you know, you get created and paid upon that value for that. And the other thing that I like the most is that we get paid bonuses. How many of you get paid a bonus in your normal day-to-day job? Maybe one person. You know, it's getting rarer and rarer these days. I know a few different mobs I've worked for. You know, they at a Christmas party they might give you maybe a little prezi or something if you're lucky, but these days it's pretty rare. So what I love about it is that we get paid different bonuses just for reaching out and teaching somebody how to do this business. I've lost the eraser on this, but anyway, I'll rub it out. So basically, you start off in the business, like Gareth was saying, as a virtual franchise, and the first level is what we call SDVF. And when you first get there, you get a $400 bonus, and the person that taught you the teaching bonus also gets a $400, which is pretty awesome. The next level is SC. You get a $600 bonus. The person that taught you also gets a $600 bonus. The next level is SSC. You get a $1,200 bonus, and the person that taught you really well and mentored you and loved upon you and showed you how to do it also gets a $1,200 bonus. The next level is QNMD. You don't have to understand all these acronyms. It is a $1,500 bonus, and the person that taught you also gets that teaching bonus. And the top level of NMD is a $3,000 bonus. Now, the person that's already at that level's, you know, starting residual income of around about 80 to 100K per year. So they're already earning some pretty good coin. They're not going to get that teaching bonus. By then, you're already starting to learn exactly how this business works and how to teach others how to do it. And that's all it is just showing people a better way. For me, like, I really wasn't sure of what this was all about in the beginning. And like Gareth said, I thought it might have been one of those things. I just didn't understand it. But as soon as I saw how the business model worked, I was like, why wouldn't I do something like this? So we got some awesome guys on the line that have been some of us just starting out the business. Some of us have been cracking on for a while. I'm going to find Campbell, if you're on the line, mate. Yep, there we are. Campbell, I'd love to hear how you got started in the business, what attracted you, and what's life like been since you started doing it.
Yeah, hey everyone, can you all hear me?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Jamie asked me to just kind of chat about why I said yes to this business. And like you said, I've actually just started. I'm pretty green to it, but I'm about to close out my first month and I'm not too far away from hitting that first level that he mentioned, the SDVF. And thinking about it, it was kind of, to me, 3 really obvious reasons why I said yes. And one is the product. Like, I just believe in the product. I love the product. It's got a sustainable business model and you get to choose who you hang out with. So like, there are 3 real positive reasons why you'd say yes to this business. We started taking Juice Plus in our family, I think about 6 months ago. We were a pretty healthy family already. My wife was growing veggies in the garden, cooking bread with nut and seeds, and buying organic meat, all the stuff you do, right, to try and make your family healthy. But as soon as we started incorporating Juice Plus into our diet and our daily routine, it just went off the charts. Like, our health just went. I don't have a story quite like Dion's or something like that, but like, our health is just brilliant. We just love it. And when you have that experience, you kind of just want to partner up with that business, right? You don't want to be left behind. You're like, I just want to be involved in this any way I can. So, you know, you've got this business that you want to partner up with, and you think, well, how do I do this? And for us, it just kind of dropped in our lap. Like, I don't know how it happened, but it just dropped into our lap. And I was just kind of thinking, well, what am I doing here? So I run my own architectural firm. I've been doing it for about 7 years. Before that, I worked for some pretty big firms, some small firms, but it's what I do and it's what I love. I love creating a dream for someone. I love watching it grow out of the ground. But, you know, we've got some financial goals, just like the rest of you guys, and we need another stream of income, just something coming in to meet those financial goals. And one of them's travel. My wife's all American. I probably have a pretty good Australian accent by this point, but I lived there for 25 years, so I'm pretty much American as well at this point. And we want to try and get over there every year, but that's, you know, pretty tough on the single income. So it just kind of made sense to us. Like, yeah, let's just give this a shot. You know, I'm hoping to make myself redundant. That's the reality of it. Like, you know, I'd love to keep doing what I'm doing. I love drawing people's houses, and I'll keep doing it. But hopefully I can just pick and choose now. I can just, you know, draw my house, draw my friend's house, and keep doing this. And, you know, the third reason why I chose this was you get to choose. That's someone's alarm going off. You get to choose who you're working with. So my wife joined about 6 months ago, I think. So I know her pretty well. I'm pretty happy to work with her. But the concept of this is you build your own team, right? So I get to pick and choose from my business partners. I get to say, hey, I like hanging out with this guy. I'm just going to bring him on board, and I get to hang out with him. And that's a really powerful business model. It sounds kind of so powerful that it's almost too good to believe, but I think it is true. Like, I've hung out with a couple of guys that are doing it. I've spoken to them, and they seem to be killing it. So for me, why did I say yes to this business? Like, I don't know. Why, how would I say no? I can't say no. I just needed to give it a try. So that's why I said yes.
Awesome, mate. I love it. It's incredible to see how you and your wife are just totally rocking it in this business. You know, it's great to see just the energy that you're putting into it, and to be able to help more and more people. And it is exciting when you see somebody's life light up and be able to help them with their health goals or with their wealth goals. I mean, let's face it, who wouldn't want to feel better and earn some extra cash? We're going to hear from another amazing guy on the line who is actually rocking it in the business. He's been just going a little while longer. Chris, you're unmuted, mate. How did Juice Plus come into your life, and what's the business doing for you, and what are you looking forward to for the future?
Thanks, guys. Can you all hear me? Okay.
All good.
Okay, Thanks. Let's say I'll just give you a quick rundown as to how I got into this business. Slightly different path to other people, and everybody has their own way of getting into it. I've got a 10-year-old son. He's a very fussy eater. At one point, he was eating a lot of salt, a lot of salt, and Vegemite, and frozen raspberries, and olives, and all that sort of salty food. And a little friend of mine, I call her the Blonde Fairy, and she noticed this. She was studying nutrition, did a little bit of research, and sent us a few videos, et cetera, and then one day rolls up with this packet, this box, and says, bang, here you go. Give Christopher, his name's Christopher Jr., give him 2 of these fruit and vegetables every day. Okay, so we did. Right, she said, and there's a little survey you have to fill out. He's, children's health study every now and then. Okay, so we started giving him the chewables. I've got to tell you, it was just amazing to watch the transformation. It took a little time, a couple of weeks here and there, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but he doesn't eat salt now the way he used to. He doesn't eat frozen raspberries, eats a little bit of Vegemite, and I can tell you now, he doesn't eat junk food. He doesn't want it. He goes to the fridge, he grabs a carrot, grabs a cucumber, etc., etc. So I'm back here watching my son, and he tries new food, like prawn dumplings. He would never go near a prawn dumpling restaurant, let alone actually put one in his mouth. So all of these things, it was like, whoa, what's going on here? Anyway, so that's how I got involved with the product initially. I'm a photographer. I've been a professional photographer for 24 years. I've been teaching part-time, and I teach digital subjects like iPad for seniors, black and white, darkroom, blah, 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 and related subjects. But photography's changed, you're by yourself. I'm sitting in front of a computer half the time. I'm not at the lab talking to the graphic designer or down the pub talking to the creative director, all of that sort of thing. So anyway, our little, and then early last year, I was just really sick. I decided, I want to get healthy. I stopped smoking, and then I got sick for 6 months. Spent a lot of time in bed. And then this little blonde fairy rings me one day and says, you know what, Chris, you should look at the business. I know you're stuck, you're not getting a lot of work. So I thought, okay, so she sends me a couple of videos. And it's an online business. This is what she says to me. It's an online business. They teach you what to do. There's a great support group. The product is amazing and simple, and it works. Have a look at it. I did. So I had a look at it, had a couple of chats with her, had a couple of chats with some people in the Dream team, in the Tribal Wellness group, and I decided, why not? Give it a go. I've got to make a change. I'm stuck. Photography's changed. I've got to adapt. Well, it's a no-brainer. Okay, so I bought a franchise. I threw myself in. Okay, and I attended a couple of events like this, and it was obvious I could do it. I'm a photographer. Jamin's a boat builder. You hear these stories over the time. So I've been involved in the business for 5 months, getting close to 6. I've got to be honest with you. I haven't qualified my business, but the personal growth that I have gone through, the learning how to use social media, I'm in my 40s, okay? I'm not getting a lot of work. For the first time in a very long time, I'm excited. I've got the Tribal Wellness group, they're just on your back all the time, supporting you. You've got a question. It's like amazing. All of a sudden, I have a network of people that I can access pretty much any time during the day, and they're all around the world. So that has benefited me within the business greatly. I'm dumbfounded half the time at the support I get. Sorry, I've got some notes here and I'm just going to scroll down. And, you know, it's exciting. I'm learning all the time. I'm adapting to the digital world. I'm learning about social media and video and online webinars, and that's really interesting too, because, you know, most 15-year-olds, well, they're just born with an iPhone attached to their head, but we're not, and the learning's great. So the knowledge that I'm gaining from this business is filtering through to my photography business as well. And that's a great thing. So I'm actually getting more work. It's funny, I'm created busyness and now I'm busier. Go figure. I'm on the product myself. I've been on the product for 3 months and I feel great. I wake up in the morning, bang, I want to go. Okay, I want to start this business. And it's just really inspiring to get up every day, try and learn something new and move forward. Okay, and I'm really looking forward to lots more game fishing, going overseas more. I want to travel to the Galapagos Islands with my son. I want to go to Antarctica. I want to trek around Australia. Okay, and I believe that not only in the product, but I believe that this business can do that for me. And while I'm there, I can take some beautiful photographs and then come back and have some lovely exhibitions and sell some books, and life would be grand. Thanks, mate.
I love it, Chris. Thanks for sharing, mate. It's incredible how you can do this business alongside your photography. Like, it kind of goes hand in hand, and for any business in that sense, really. I mean, I know for me, I was kind of thinking, how would I do this? I'm a boat builder by trade, and, you know, it's pretty busy days. You get a quick smoko and then you're flat out all day. Like, to be able to have this as a little bit of a plan B and be able to do it in stolen moments when you can, like, you know, maybe a little bit before work or after work, just send a few messages out here and there, talk to people wherever you are. Basically, that's all it is, you know, reaching out, sharing. And for me, I've been doing it now, coming on 16 months, 17 months, and I came across it because I had a bad, nasty accident. I was run over by a drunk driver. Started taking the product, had incredible success. You know, I no longer have the back pain that I was putting up with. And the business made a lot of sense to me. So I thought, why not? Why wouldn't I do this? You know, I was looking into different ways of creating residual income, and there is only a few different ways you can do that. And so this made a lot of sense to me. I thought, well, what if not this, then what? You know, there's residual income can mean lots of different things for lots of different people. Some people go into real estate, and that's pretty the smart thing, what a lot of people seem to do, but it costs a lot to get going in real estate, and these days it's uncertainties with all kinds of things happening around the world. So, you know, you need to have around about $2 million owned in real estate to earn around 100K per year. And I certainly didn't have that to start off with. Another way you could do it is go into the shares, the stock market, but that's risky. It's basically another form of gambling unless you know it inside out, and I just wasn't prepared to do that. You could invent something, or you could become a rock star, but it's a long way to the top to rock and roll. Or you know, for the less than a night out in the town, you could do this. And really, I mean, why wouldn't you do something like this? What is it that in life that you're saying no to? And why wouldn't you want to say yes to more magic moments, to spend more time with your family and friends and do the things that matter most? So if you're watching this as a recording, or somebody's sent it to you, please reach out and get your questions answered, because I know I had a lot of questions in the beginning, because it kind of did seem too good to be true. But as you heard tonight, you know, the stories are real, the people that are on here are real, and you can't deny that you didn't feel something that would resonate with you or somebody else. So I'm going to stop recording there, guys. Thanks to everybody for jumping on.